Okay, real talk. Like, there is this new haircut that middle school boys are getting, and it's kind of like a wolf cut, but like it like it kind of looks like the kind of wolf cut that girls get like their age, and it's fucking with me because like these I keep thinking that these middle school boys are bad bitches, and it freaks me out like because I do this all the time where I'm out in public where I uh I see a middle okay I do this out in public all the time. I'm just like hanging out and I see a not like it's like a girl with a wolf cut, and they got baggy clothes and they're not dressed like with a bunch of like skin showing, real like skin tight. I don't like that. So like it just gives me seconds. It's so like it's just so tight and it gives me second discomfort, showing off their curves. Like no, I don't want curves. You fucking BBW. I want you to be like full on ratchet, like low key. I'm just being honest. But anyway, the issue with the middle school boys is that they look like these aforementioned bad bitches when they're not. I mean, they're not trying to look feminine. I think it's just a new, little new haircut trend. Like I remember, they got all sorts of little trends. With their haircuts. It's like very subtle. It's not like the stereotypical perm right now. Like I remember when I was supposed to be teaching, fucking redneck kids would get fucking medieval peasant bowl cuts. There, but that's a kind of yeah. So it's just an issue because all of these middle school boys look like bad bitches, and like I already knew I was a pedophile, but I didn't know I was a gay pedophile. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess it's just as I say, the older you get, the gayer you get. Like, the more you realize you kind of like little boys alongside little girls. But that's life. I just do this at work a lot. Like I'm just ogling these because I work in a gas station. Most of the ones I worked at just so happened to be near a school, which I don't know why they hired me, but they did. I guess they weren't supposed to do that, but they did. It never really came up. But anyway, so yeah, I just work at these gas stations, and they just got kids, and I'm just looking. I'm not being weird to them. Maybe it's like sometimes, like just see what I can do. Like I'm trying to just be a little extra friendly. I'm not really interested in those kind of like those bad bitches. The aforementioned bad bitches. They look pretty cute. I mean, it's not my ideal. Like, I just like the look. I just like to. I couldn't imagine a life with them. There may be some casual sex, maybe some hookup, but I can't do that anymore. That's a whole other conversation. So I'm just at the gas station, and that's just how I entertain myself is by looking at the bad bitches. Cause working at a gas station, you kind of sucks like sometimes. Cause like, shit, my coworkers like are all they're all retarded. They're just so you gotta be like retarded to work at a gas station to some degree, like because it's just I don't want to say like like stereotype, but like the stereotype's warranted. Like it's kind of warranted because like I got like they just don't think they're so trashy. It was mother and daughter. Um, the daughter looked really weird. Like they had a really weird their legs were like normal skinny person legs, but the rest of their body was just fat. Like like not 600-pound life, maybe like 400-pound life. I don't know. That was a good shot. Shit, cracked. Yeah, they were really retarded. The daughter, we're gonna call her Betty. Okay, this is Betty. I'm crying. I'll now. Okay, so Betty's the daughter and Helen's the mom. The mom is Helen. Betty was like hooking up, and she was just being lazy. She wasn't styling coolers. She wasn't cooking food properly, and they made her clean up the pumps as punishment, which is kind of weird, low key. Like Betty shouldn't have been doing that shit. Like, I will give it that, but like punishing an adult is kind of weird. Like either they do the job or you fire them. You don't punish them. That's just kind of weird. But anyway, Helen, the mom, was mad, so she started talking shit, and she stopped doing her job right. Well, she never really did, but she cranked it up to 11. Like, she was just like not being clean in the kitchen at all. Like, not using gloves. Not wearing a hairnet, even though she was technically supposed to because of her hair. She had like disgusting hair. These people are these people are disgusting. I'll get into that later. I fucking suck at this game, bro. I am such a retarded Cutecel freak. Like, if you want to imagine my life, like, I work at a gas station. You probably already know my life's terrible. But if you want to imagine my life, imagine like a gay Holocaust survivor who has Down syndrome, works at a warehouse, and all his warehouse coworkers rape him in the butthole 100 times a day. Now, like imagine that, but 10 times worse. That's basically my life. My life is just garbage. And Helen is garbage, because Helen was complaining about being told to do work, and then one day she does they're yelling at her like, yo, fucking do your job and go do this, and she says, well, I guess I'm everybody's nigger now. I'm like, did she just flipping say that? Did she just flipping say that she's everybody's nigger? It was pretty funny. I mean, I wasn't there for it, but I presume it was pretty funny if you weren't like my two managers who both had black children, and had little beautiful pasty racially ambiguous light skinned babies, light skinned nigglets. But what shocked me is that Helen, who we will now call everybody's nigger, wasn't fired for this. Like I you know, I get it. I'm not woke. I wouldn't have blamed them if they fired her, honestly. I mean, they have fucking, like I said, my fucking managers have black children. Like, that shit hurts. You know, that's just a how would that work environment. Because there was a black guy, a gay black guy, a gay black nigger I worked with. And he threw a fit. But what was crazy is that he didn't he wasn't like, okay, Helen's a racist. I'm not cool with Helen no more. He never really was. Nobody's ever fucking cool with Helen. Helen fucking sucked. But the gay black nigger, he got mad at my assistant manager with the black son. He got mad at her for not doing something about it. Like, okay, yeah, I think the assistant manager should have done something about it. But like, he was like, he stopped talking to her. He told everybody, I hate my assistant manager. I will hope she dies. Like, bro, your anger is a little misdirected right now. Okay, you don't need to direct your anger at the one with who is spreading your genes, right? You need to direct your anger at the one who literally said nigger. I think the one who says nigger might be the racist one. You fucking dipshit. He was such a drama freak. He was like 30 years old and hanging out with or not 30. He was like in mid-30s hanging out with 18-year-olds. Like, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess they're all adults, but like, I don't know. Just, these people are really, really stupid. Like, one common theme I keep stumbling upon is that it's people who don't have cars. Like, I get it. The economy kind of sucks right now. And it's you can't just buy a car, even a used one. Like, but at the same time, you kind of have to. You just gotta deal with it and buy a fucking like Honda. Like, just go on Facebook, find a Honda Civic that was like got into a wreck by their varsity son. And yeah, it's gonna stink like weed. It's gonna smell terrible, but you ain't gonna have to go to a corner lot and pay that 20% interest loan like you've been worrying about. You can just get a car, and you just gotta deal with it, man. And that's what everybody's nigger has to do, because everybody's nigger and her daughter, Betty, they're homeless. Because their house was condemned because it was fucking nasty, and they didn't pay their rent, or they didn't pay their mortgage. My mistake. Shockingly, they own their house. That's crazy, dog. Everybody's nigger could own a house. We can't. Fine Aryan gentlemen, such as myself, can't own houses. It sucks. Fuck, man. Fuck. Hitler, we need you. We need you, Hitler. Hitler, please, Hitler, just fix our fucking economy, Hitler. Fuck. I give you my heart and soul, Hitler. Please, just fucking come back. But yeah, everybody's nigger just needs to just suck it up. Be homeless for a little while, save for a car. Because they used to live in their car, but then they broke down, and then they started living in a motel, which you know how would that math works? They're just burning money. Like, I get it. You don't want to live in a hotel. Like, if you have to live in a hotel for or a motel for like a week, yeah, that's fine. You don't want to sleep in your car. I understand it sucks, but like, but if you gotta do it for a month, you kind of just have to just suck it up. Go on the streets. Yeah, this nigga's cheating. Yeah, start sucking trucker dick. Risk a couple STDs, and get a car. Cause you can lose your cause that's what I'm saying. Like, the people Ubering to work every day, they might as well not be working. People who buy in hotels might as not be working. Like, people are retarded. Just suck it up and be homeless. It can't be that, like, people talking about, like, oh, being homeless, like, a little bit traumatic. Like, okay, maybe being homeless for, like most of your life, maybe, like, a year, it's traumatic, because you kind of feel like you lost control. And, you never know, always stuck in that mindset, where's my next meal? How many cocks do I have to suck today in the bathroom? What if I wake up and it's all a dream and there's a homeless guy pissing on me and I ran out of heroin? Like, I can get that, but if you gotta be homeless for like a month or two, it sucks, but you can do it. I don't think it's that bad. There's 2 Waffle Houses in my town, and I used to go to this one which was like a few minutes closer. It was both are in walking distance if you're like a Lindy walker like myself. This is cool. I'm so fucking fast. This one must have felt like Afghanistan. This was what it must feel like to be like an Israeli drone pilot. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Drake. Even though you're a Diddy on blood, I thank you for your compliment. Drake is better than you, by the way. But yeah, there's this wall house I used to go to, and it was convenient. But then they just started hiring like retarded people. Their waffles would always come out like where it wasn't fully cooked or like it was overcooked. I don't know. It was cooked wrong, and it would split in half, and it's just not as thick. It just ruins the texture. It ruins the texture. The top comes off. I get a circumcised waffle. I don't want a circumcised waffle. I am a Gentile. There's Jewish Waffle House. In Jewish Waffle House, I stopped going completely because Jewish Waffle House hired a tranny. I mean, I don't know if they were a tranny. They kind of had like a weird, like, you know, plastic looking face like a tranny would. Like, they were just too nice. They were too nice. They were like, you know, they had to tell them like, is there anything I can get you today? Alright, let's go. Alright, are you, or just some water? Are you sure? It just felt weird. You have to be there. You have to be there. And I kind of feel bad because, like, first probably wasn't even a training, but I already think they are. I'm already convinced they're training. I already just found them as a training. They're probably just a normal woman. I just kind of assume that, you know, training is normal. You know, women can't really be autistic, so I kind of, there's kind of male autism right there. You know, male training autism. But, I don't know. Why would I be hiring anybody? It's no longer, auntie. Oh lordy, what is doing work today? Oh lordy, what everybody's nigga do today? Like, no, it's just the mentally disabled. Like, mentally disabled. This is probably a really good time to be mentally disabled. You know, a lot of places are mentally disabled because they realize they don't want quality workers anymore. They want workers they can exploit. And that's how it worked at when I worked at Domino's. Is that all my managers, like except for the general manager, but all my like assistant managers, shift leads, or whatever, they were all not like speds, like, but they were down there. They were not. They were definitely below average. Definitely. Like they didn't have like a special helper that would follow them around to the bathroom, but they had like a helper who would sit next to them, you know? There was that, you know, that level. Like they could be trusted to eat lunch. Like they had like friends like that weren't special, or maybe weird, but they weren't special. But they you know, they could wipe themselves, but they were still pretty stupid. Like they'd be in class, like normal class, but then they'd have to go off and take the test with the other like Down syndrome kids. That's what the level of the Domino's people were. And the reason was, I realized this because I worked there with my brother. I realized because pizza delivery is probably like the only like wage cut, kind of like no college, no experience necessary thing you could theoretically do for the rest of your life. Like, you probably won't be living fairly comfortably. And requires, that's what a lot of the longtime people there did. They were like bar people. My engine. How powerful, I need a powerful engine. That wasn't funny. That just wasn't funny. I was trying to go something different. But no, I was making like $20 an hour or some shit. Like it was great. Like after tips, because I got reimbursement from Domino's for, you know, the miles and damage I was doing on my car. To go from a delivery driver to a manager, you would you'd have a flat pay rate that was higher. You'd get paid like $15, $16, $17 an hour. But then you lose out on the tips. No more tips. And you were stuck inside doing all the fucking work. Like, actually making pizza and bullshit. Like I felt bad. Like, I felt bad for my brother. Because he was, like, 17, 16 at the time. He was just, cooking the pizza. And he was, like, hustling. Like, I saw him stressed. And he was sweating. And I felt bad for him. Because while he was doing that, getting yelled at by his manager, I would be there sitting on my phone watching Epstein reels, just waiting for the next order. Oh man, I'd be like, I I had to watch 15 Epstein edits today, and like none of them included photos of the little boys he was fucking. None of them included that one photo of him with the island boys and his kid. Wait, oh my friend, my unemployed pedophile friend, he had to go work. He had to go work today, so he couldn't send me any reels, cause he had a real job. So I had to scroll Twitter and look at anime girls instead. But I had so many deliveries that I couldn't even like pull over at a Circle K to masturbate the parking lot to the aforementioned anime girls. And that's how I was like. And my brother, he was actually working. And he was making like 350 or some shit. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of sucky though, cause I had to close, so I was scheduled until like 1 a.m. But because, like I said, my managers were retarded, I was really there until like 3 a.m. cleaning up the store, and not getting tips because it closed at 1, so it sucks. And I didn't like that. I like my beauty sleep. I'm a little twink. I need to go with that. Yeah, so it sucked. I just remember getting this routine where I'd wake up at 10 a.m. Make either a strawberry cream cheese bagel or a bowl of spaghetti, and I'd watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force for like an hour before work, and then I go into work. I mean, it's kind of a vibe, low-key, but it just sucks. Now I'm at this one job. I'm at another gas station. I used to be kind of like a feeder before this, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was going to be a teacher, but then, allegations. Yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But to those who don't, I can't really talk about it. But yeah, now I'm working full time. But my manager's kind of weird. He trying to half my coworkers are addicted to kratom, and he's trying to throw his Thanksgiving and Christmas parties. Today was a Christmas party, and beforehand he tried to make us do Secret Santa. He said okay, draw your name from a hat, do Secret Santa. He'd already been drawing down the names. You should probably ask that, because some people Jehovah's Witnesses, and they think that Christmas is Jewish. I think that, but that's because I'm a Quaker, not because I'm a Jehovah's Witness. And so yeah, he kind of just volunteered us. I spoke out, and I told him awkwardly no, I don't really do Christmas. He's like, oh, well, okay. He kind of seemed kind of pissed, but he knew he couldn't actually yell at me, because then I could sue him for $1 billion and get my boy money. I could get my knee bucks. But today was a Christmas party, and he made macaroni salad. Nigga, macaroni salad sucks. It's just it's literally macaroni and cheese, but worse. I have this vivid memory of me vomiting when I was a toddler or whatever, and these little squares came out. What macaroni salad looks like to me. Mysterious, unsourced toddler puke. So it's just, they always do that because you're not allowed to have good food on Christmas. You gotta have cranberry sauce and bull semen and just weird white people food. At least with Thanksgiving, you get fucking rolls and actual mac and cheese with plenty of cheese and no carrots. Carrots are fucking nasty. Carrots are fucking nasty. They're way too sweet. My coworker, we're gonna call him Goldberg, because he's half Jewish. He's chill though. Goldberg, he told me the story. He's always got these crazy fucking stories. Like, I don't know if I believe them, but the fact that he says them is like crazy enough. Like, even if he was lying, it still like reflect on him. One day we're just hanging out, and then he says, "Yeah, look at this bag." And he sold me a bag. I'm like, it's got some sort of like, it's a really small bag. It's got like a sticker in it, and it's like powder, like a dark blue powder. And I'm like, yo, so what is it? It's like, that's heroin. That's heroin. It's heroin. I'm from New York. That's heroin. All my friends. I know what heroin looks like because I had a lot of friends who died from heroin. He's always talking about how he had like friends who died. And how his back hurts. And he doesn't celebrate holidays because it reminds him of all his dead friends who he can't celebrate with anymore. So yeah, and he just casually tells me like that's heroin. And throws it away. I don't know if it's heroin. Maybe old people are pretty stupid. So he was fiending for pussy. He was hungry for that pussy. When he was younger, before he married his wife, who he loves dearly and has never once cheated on, but has thought about it. And once in a massage parlor, unexpectedly they tried to give him a happy ending, but he refused because he's a good man. He told me how his older sister would let him, because his older sister was the coolest girl ever, so she had all the coolest, sexiest friends. So he got to fuck all his sister's cool friends, like all the time, whenever he wanted. And that's pretty gross. And then he told me that his younger sister, what she would do for his birthday is that she'd get all his like fucking friends, or all her friends, and they'd fuck him on his birthday. I don't know if that's true, but it's still pretty weird. Like, honestly, man, that's weirder. No, another thing about that's even weirder if it isn't true. Because why is this old ass man like imagining, like he's like 63. Why is this old ass man imagining fucking all his younger sister's friends like from back in the day, like still? That would be fucking weird. And he told me no, I remember once I went in this movie with my wife, and they started showing this girl. She was fucking a horse. Huh? What? Fucking a horse? Like, this dude was watching Mr. Hands before it was cool. Like, why would you lie about that? Why would you just want people to think you watch horse porn? Like, well, this will make it. You know what? Who'll make this little kid, this little southern boy think I'm cool? If I watch fucking horse porn. That's what we watch in the Bronx. We watch fucking horse porn. No, he's from Long Island. In Long Island, we watch fucking horse porn all fucking day. I remember once when I was a substitute teacher. It was just like professional babysitting. Because you couldn't make those kids do anything. But it was in middle school, so we could at least make them not use their phones. But the teacher would always give them an assignment on the Chromebook, which really meant they would play games and shit on their Chromebook. One day I'm in the teacher's seat, feeling real professional, listening to Blade, watching Epstein reels, the usual. Just like when I was in high school, really, just sitting in the back of class, listening to Blade and browsing Instagram. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Except I got really gay. Like I mentioned earlier with the boys who were bad bitches. Fuck! But I see these one group of boys. They're all like crowded around one of the Chromebooks. And I hear one of them say like, trying to whisper but clearly failing. I hear what I'm saying. Is this dude giving back shots to a narwhal? And just kind of let that one slide. Because I'm not accusing a 12-year-old of watching narwhal porn. It's just not really something you should do. Anyway, bye guys.